Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cherie and I am a stay-at-home mom in Delaware. In today's video, however, we are going to be in Baltimore, Maryland at the National Aquarium. So stay tuned and see all the things that we got to see and my final thoughts on everything at the end. Mommy's gonna touch. Oh my goodness. You don't want to touch a jellyfish? You got to put it like a mushroom. Yeah, so you can touch that part. Yeah, be careful because that was your shadow. No, they don't.
No one can. I can't say he did not hurt them. Oh. He touched the top so it'll look like a mushroom.
So we are just waiting in stroller check to pick up the stroller so we can go home. It took about an hour to go through the entire exhibit. I mean, I guess it could have taken us longer if we would have looked at everything, but it was so crowded. So we just bypassed like a lot of things where there were crowds of people. And now we are just going to go get some lunch, right? So yeah, overall, it was a good experience. Very crowded. So yeah. Alright, so we have made it back from Baltimore, and as you can tell, I'm in my car, so I figured why not give you all my final thoughts on everything National Aquarium wise while I drive to Walmart. So if you can hear the babies in the back, he has his shusher going, so that's probably the noise that you hear, if you can hear it at all. But anyway, so let's start off with the price. So for my husband and myself to get into the National Aquarium, it was about $99 with after taxes and everything. So almost $100 just for the two of us. The baby was free. I do believe their policy is 4 and under get in for free. But yeah, I do believe it's 4 and under get in for free, if memory serves me well. So when we booked our tickets online, we had to choose the time frame in which we went in. So we chose to go into the museum at 11:45. So we got up the morning of, we got dressed, we ate breakfast, and then we decided to head out. Our hotel was really close to the aquarium, so we walked, and they said it was about a 13-minute walk. We don't know because we didn't time it, but it didn't take us long to get there. Like once we crossed the street from where our hotel was, we were at the harbor, and then the National Aquarium is on the harbor. So it wasn't a long walk at all. So we walked to the aquarium. By the time we got there, the girl who was, I guess, she wasn't really checking people in. I guess she was just like giving information, I guess. I don't know what her main job was. But anywho, she announced that if you had entry time at 11:45, you could start getting in line. That just so happened to be right when we walked up, so we were right in line. We were like the second group to walk in. And then she also said if you had a ticket entry for earlier, you can get in line as well. And so we get in line. She checks to make sure that we have tickets for 11:45 entry. As soon as you walk in, there was somebody there taking pictures of your group. We opted not to take pictures of the group. We thought that was an inconvenience because everybody else who was trying to get in had to wait behind the group that was taking their pictures. So we opted not to do pictures. And now he's cool in the back. So anyway, hopefully he doesn't start screaming. So after that, we went through, we did the stroller check because you can't take strollers into the National Aquarium, which we knew ahead of time, but we did call and we found out that they did offer stroller check. So we checked the baby stroller, and I wore him, as you saw in the video, through the exhibit. Now, at first we thought that it was crazy that they didn't allow strollers in the exhibit, but after being there and seeing how narrow some of the walkways were, and then at some points you had to go through an oscillating door, and then you have to go up an escalator, up some stairs, down some stairs. So it makes sense as to why they don't allow strollers into the National Aquarium. It was extra crowded. I do believe I said that in the video as well. So we skipped past a lot of stuff, like the little aquariums that they had against the wall. We didn't stop to look at those because there were crowds of people swarming them, and especially a lot of little children. So we just went past all that. We just really looked at the bigger things. I will give them credit in that they do honor you coming in at your time frame. However, we felt like if you missed your entry, if you had an early entry and you missed your entry, they shouldn't have let the people come in. Granted, they paid the tickets for it to come in, but you missed your time frame. So I feel like that would have alleviated a lot of the crowd. Also, we rented lockers to put our coats and things in because it was really warm in the aquarium. At one point, I had a sweater on. At one point, I took my sweater off, and I had on like a tank top bodysuit. And I was so grateful that I wore that tank top bodysuit because it was perfect, especially with the conditions of carrying the baby, well, wearing the baby, and having to walk through the exhibit. You get hot anyway. So, note to self: like if you plan to go to the National Aquarium, make sure you wear warm, cooling clothes. Get a locker, put your things in. The locker rental was $5 for 4 hours. We only used it for 1 hour, and we were able to fit all of our things in. The only thing we didn't put in there was the baby's bag, his diaper bag, and then that was it, because I carried him and my husband carried the diaper bag on his back, and that was pretty much it. We did fine throughout the museum. The pros, I would say, of the National Aquarium is that they do honor your ticket time. If you go in, if you pick a time to go in, you go in at that time. It's not like it's a wait for you to go in. They let you in right at your time frame, so that's great. There's not a lot of waiting time to get in. Another pro is the exhibit is really easy to follow. You just follow along the path. Another pro is they have people stationed outside of some of the well-known exhibits, like the sharks. They had somebody there to show you, like, I think it was a shark's tooth or whatever it was, or maybe it was the jawline of a shark, and you got to see like the teeth or whatever. And then they had a lot of interactive exhibits, like you saw that we got to touch the jellyfish. They also had stingrays, which we didn't do the stingray, we just did the jellyfish, so that was really easy because we didn't have to bend down very far, whereas with the stingrays you had to bend down really far to get in to touch them. What else was a pro? I want to say that was pretty much it. Cons: the price is really expensive for what you get. Like, it looks like it's a really big aquarium, but once you get inside, it's not really big at all. There was no dolphin show. They did have dolphins. You can go look down underneath them, but I kid you not, there were 2 dolphins there. And then, like, the dolphin aquarium underground had 2 sides to it. However, you can only see on one side of it. So you didn't get to see, like, oh, they went on this side, let's go look on this side and see where they are. No, you can only see them on one side. So once the dolphins went through that little hole on the other side, that was it. You couldn't see them anymore. What else? The girl in the beginning, when you first walk in, like, you think like the first person you see when you go someplace, they set the tone for everything else. It's like, I equate it to being like an usher at church. So I was an usher at church growing up, and so when people came to our church who were visitors, we were the first people that they saw. So we were very nice, pleasant, always had a smile on our faces, because you want to be welcoming and inviting. This girl, I guess she had done this job so many times. I don't know if she was just tired, if she was jaded or whatnot, but she was like screaming at us, giving us directions. She was like yelling, and so I was like, oh wow, she has had a day already. Another con is they let people in who have earlier tickets. So if you miss your entry time, they still let you into the National Aquarium. The only reason why I say that is a con is because it becomes really, like, when I say it was crowded, and it was like, let's try to get out of this super spread event. Like, we were trying to bypass crowds of people as much as we could to get to some open space. And we had tickets to go to the Central Park Zoo in New York, and we missed our entry time. And we knew, they put on the website, if you miss your entry time, then it's non-refundable. You don't get your money back. You missed your time to come in, and you can't come in. That's how they kept crowds down. So it was like, we did it at our own risk. Did we know we're gonna miss our entry time at the zoo? No. Did we care? We cared, but at the same time, we knew ahead of time that if you miss your entry time, then that's on you. You missed your entry time. So I kind of feel like if they had that policy, people would show up on time, and it would cut down on the crowds of people. Also, like at the locker rental, it would have been nice if somebody was there to help you with your locker rental. For us, it was really easy. Like I said, then I read the directions. They have like QR codes on the locker, so I just scanned the QR code because that was easiest. And if the locker had a green light on it, then obviously the locker was available for rent. If it had a red light, the locker was not available for rent. It was people there who came in after us that didn't quite understand how things went. And so while my husband was feeding the baby his bottles, I was over there trying to help people like with their lockers, which I didn't mind doing. I don't care to do, but had they had somebody over there to do that, that would have been a lot better as well. I want to say that was really it of the things that I noticed at the aquarium. Would I go back? Probably not, after being there and seeing how things work. And the cost of the tickets really make it not worth it. $100 for 2 people to go into an aquarium was a bit much, I do think. So as for me and mine, we went the one time. We probably won't be going back again. Will I go back to Baltimore? Probably. Like, the overall experience of being in downtown was really nice. They do have a lot of things for you to do as a family. When the baby gets older, I can imagine going back to the Children's Museum with him there. They had a lot of places to eat on the harbor as well, so that was nice too. But our main goal for going was for the National Aquarium, and those are our thoughts. That's what we thought about it. That's what we believed. Those are our pros and our cons. If you've gone to the National Aquarium, let me know. How was your experience? Did you like it? For us, I can't say it enough. It wasn't worth the money. It just wasn't. I feel like we could have gone someplace else, spent less money, and had a more enjoyable time, and maybe have seen more things. But I just want to tell y'all what I thought on our way to Walmart. We've made it to Walmart now. I'm going to park, jump in the back seat, and put the baby on. I'm going to wear him in the store. This is his carrying case that I have on me already to make it a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm just going to find a park, and I will talk to you all another time. So if you all enjoyed this video, feel free to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. As always, it is your choice. It's completely free. Do you, boo? Have a good day, and I will see you all next time.